96. Now let's go through your Wednesday. Mainly dry Wednesday, 73 in the morning, up to 95, best chance of showers to the east. And then we have to watch the tropics. Reason being, there's a 20% development chance that an area of low pressure could form somewhere close to the Texas Gulf Coast. Where it forms plays a huge role in how much rain, if at all, we will get. So the scenarios: if this area of low pressure forms here and moves north or into Louisiana, we get nothing. If it moves just along or west into the hill country, that's our best rain bet. And if it goes way down into South Texas, we also will probably be left out. Right now, I'm not super confident, but if we do get that rain, it would be Thursday into Friday, a 30% chance. After that, July 4th, hello, triple digits return. We'll be right back. I'm going to start with the bad news, which is today we hit 102, our 12th consecutive day of triple-digit heat, and yes, that's making our record even that much bigger. We've now had 21 triple digits in June. That beats the old record of 20 in 2008, and 22 so far on the year. Now let's talk about the good news. Currently outside, it's 72 degrees. You know what? This is the coolest we've seen since June 5th. Oh, and to add to that, today's rainfall, just over 1.5 inches at Camp Mabry. That's the most rain we have seen since April 25th. Here's a look at it coming down earlier today in central Austin. Right now, the rain's not as heavy or as steady, but some of you are still reaping the benefits. And worth noting, in Burnett County, even though the heavy rain has subsided, radar indications are that areas from Ocala out toward Lake Victor, Naruna, and down toward Burnett have seen as much as 3 to 4+ inches of rain. Look at this. Radar estimated as close as 5.5 inches near Lake Victor across Highway 281. So, should you see any roads that are covered with water, you know the drill, turn around, don't drown, but at least we can say we finally got some rain. Future clouds and radar taking most of the rain showers out of here in the next couple of hours. Can't rule out a few to our north trying to hold together towards sunrise tomorrow, but overall your Tuesday will be featuring partly cloudy skies and low rain chances, only about 20%, but a high of just 96 degrees. All right, so let's track it for the rest of the night and into the morning hours. Pretty quiet. First thing in the morning around 72 degrees, up to 96. Now let's go through. Oh, what's going on? I went to the wrong spot. I pushed the wrong button, and that's why you're not seeing me. Stand by, you'll see me in just a second. And here we go. How's everybody doing? Okay, so rain. Oh, we finally got rain. Pretty exciting stuff. I know many of you were hoping for it, and the fact that it delivered was absolutely fantastic. In fact, a few areas have seen in excess of 3 inches of rain, which I, for one, am not going to complain about one little bit. In fact, we still have some rain showing up on radar as we speak. Current time is 11:57. Sally and Mac, hey, how you doing? Hope all is well tonight. All right, flood advisory is still in effect for Burnett County. That is until 12:30 in the morning. But overall, the rain that we're seeing is beneficial. The amount of lightning has started to drop off. I will push off toward the north just a little bit to show you that we still do have a few heavier showers and another flood advisory just to the northeast of San Saba. But overall, this has been such a blessing for Central Texans who were so parched. The last measurable rain that we had, Tony, what's going on? Last measurable rain that we had in Austin was all the way back on June 4th. So it had been quite some time. All right, the current lay of the land is we do have those showers that are meandering across Central Texas as we speak. We have had a 12-day triple-digit streak. We still made it to 102 for your Monday. And good news, we will not make it to 100 on Tuesday. Hopefully not Wednesday, nor Thursday or Friday. But the streak is 12. It will be broken with a high of 96 on your Tuesday. We've had 21 triple digits this month. That is a record. The old record, 2008, there were 20. And we've now had 22 triple digit days compared to 90 in all of 2011. Of course, the year is young, so we will continue counting those days. Current temperature is outside 72 degrees. Why is this significant? That is because if you take a look, the last time we had temperatures in low 70s was June 5th. So it feels good outside. We've got the rain. and we're finally getting the relief. I know a lot of you this afternoon were saying, what about me, when the rain didn't pop up, and then eventually it did spread across most of the area. Camp Mabry still getting a little bit of light rain, picked up 1.53 inches of rain through about 10 o'clock tonight, and that was the highest amount of rain since April 25th. Here's a look. My news director actually sent in this video from Central Austin as the rain was coming down. Chris Bennett, how's it going in the Pacific Northwest? Look at us, we're getting rain. It's totally looking great across the Austin area compared to where we had been. No more complaining, right? At least for a while. This will be a bandage for the lakes. Lake Travis, by the way, is running 19 feet below its June average. It's sitting at 650 feet. Lake Buchanan is 4.9 feet below the average at 73% full. Here's that flood advisory that's in effect. By the way, it's midnight now, so good morning, good morning. It's Tuesday. Still for Burnett, up toward Lake Victor, about another 30 minutes under a flood advisory. And though I haven't heard of any flooding taking place, take a look. Rainfall estimates 4 to 5 inches across portions of Burnett County. You can see those highlighted there. Meantime, many of you probably saying, what about the rainfall where I live? So let's take a look at the wider view. A lot of areas really did well on the rainfall department. Jean says, no hail for you. I am glad. Chris, heating up, 93 degrees today. Last week it was chilly on both sides, the East Coast and the West Coast, and things are starting to shift a little bit. So while the highest rainfall totals have been up into Burnett County, there have also been some pretty good pockets of heavy rain anywhere in yellow, 2 inches or more. That includes areas in the Buda, Kyle, San Marcos areas. LaGrange, you did really well, over 2 inches there. Southwest Gillespie County picked up on some good old-fashioned rain. Parts of Milam County as well. I will say it is easy to see there are a number of spots, especially in Williamson County, that did not fare as well with a ½ inch or less of rain. And speaking of not faring well, those of you in Lee County, especially in places like Lincoln, perhaps in Lexington, take a look at this. Nothing. Say it isn't so. No rain fell in the northern half of Lee County. Well, we're not totally done with chances, so I will be tracking those for you. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast as we work our way past midnight and into the 1 o'clock hour. Still in the hill country, a couple of showers. Can't rule out some spotty activity all the way through the overnight, but it's going to become less and less and probably dissipate by sunrise. Now, for your day on Tuesday, I've just got 20% rain chances. Suresh, hello, how you doing? And Jean says, Northwest Austin. Gotcha. And although our high-res computer models are kind of meh on rain chances, in the afternoon to early evening, I think will be the best chance. But I'm just broad brushing a 20% rain chance for you. With the high temperature, nice, 96. We will take it. And in fact, because of the amount of rain we got, it may actually mean that Mother Nature spends more time kind of drying things out than amping up the heat. So it wouldn't shock me if we end up at more like 93, 94 for a high temperature. Granted, the average high is 95, so we're not exactly talking about some big cold blast courtesy of this cold front. Let's go hour by hour. Your 7 a.m. forecast generally in the low to mid 70s across the board with a north to northeasterly breeze. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this computer model is showing some isolated showers and storms developing mainly across parts of the hill country. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to move the camera so crazily. Temperatures as a result may be a little bit cooler in places like Blanco, for instance, Johnson City as well. Then as we head toward Wednesday in the morning, we are quiet. It might be surprisingly cool. And I don't know about Chris, but not bad. And as we head through the afternoon, I've only got a 10% rain chance. At this point, it's not looking very likely. So just keep in mind, Wednesday will be the lesser of the days to see any potential rainfall. Bob, still awake, can't sleep. Anticipation. Well, I look forward to hearing. Danny, hi, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. No boys today, no Skipper and Ewok. In fact, I didn't even go home for dinner break, so I haven't seen them in a while. All right. On the tropics front, our next rain chances later on in the week will be kind of contingent on this X. X marks the spot where there is a disturbance, a kind of sort of wannabe area of low pressure. It will drift westward in the coming days, and as you can see, this big area of yellow is a 20% development chance. Basically, that means it's unlikely we see tropical development out of this system. That said, I'm watching this closely. At least an area of low pressure is probably going to be developing in the Gulf, and if it moves inland, it might bring us some more rain. So the track of that area of low pressure is the key. Specifically, I've drawn for you 3 different potential tracks. Should that low come inland through East Texas or Louisiana, we would be on the hot, dry side of the equation and would get little, if anything. Should that low take position number 2, push inland somewhere around Corpus or Matagorda Bay and track northwest, maybe through the hill country or just to the west, that would be our sweet spot and would bring us the most beneficial rain. Should that system make its way down toward the Rio Grande Valley and push inland near Padre or Brownsville and then hug the Rio Grande, it might be so far west that we really don't get much out of it. So there are multiple possibilities. Number 2 would be the one that would be most advantageous for us to pick up on any additional beneficial rain. Tony says, still hearing an occasional clap of thunder now and then up near Salado. Thank you for your report from Bell County. Brenda got a ½ inch northeast of Smithville near Winchester. Oh, I think anyone that got the rain. It's just such a blessing, that is for sure. All right, wider view of the tropics. In addition to that system that we're tracking in the Gulf, we still have Tropical Storm Celia on the Pacific side, another Pacific system with a 20% development chance. You may have heard potential system number 2, that's this area of low pressure, has formed. It is expected to become Tropical Storm and even Hurricane Bonnie, with its track likely taking it across the Windward and Leeward Islands and moving into the Caribbean. At this point, Bonnie does not look to be a threat to us, but Central America could be seeing a landfall, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Also a 20% chance with a system just a little farther to the north that is currently in the central sections of the Atlantic Ocean. All right, so I just saw that the flood advisory for Burnett County has been extended. It's now in effect until 2 o'clock in the morning. So heads up, Burnett County, because of your rain from earlier, flood advisory has been extended. All right, let's go back to the whole scenario of could we get some more rain out of said possible tropical development system. Bob wants solution 15 or 1 or 5 or 15. So here we are. This first computer model that we're taking a look at is the European computer model. And if you can imagine, I'll go ahead and draw in an imaginary area of low pressure. Let me go ahead and find the low and I'll plot it on here for you. So this would be scenario of any day now. I'm scrolling, trying to find that low pressure. My mouse is like super sensitive. So it's like, no, you can't get that low pressure. Don't fail me now. Where did it go? Oh, I saw it. I have to scroll slowly. If I do it fast, then the mouse goes haywire. Okay, so let's say that the European computer model pans out, and let's say that low pressure develops somewhere along the Gulf Coast like so, and then it heads inland. So let me show you where it basically will spread the heaviest swath of rain, which would be mainly to our east. See that? You can see how that swirl, and I'll go ahead and move for you the area of low pressure. That swirl per the European computer model would keep this thing basically to our east, with the heaviest rainfall in our area falling in places like Lee County, Milam County, and Fayette County, and very much less farther to the west, including the hill country. But what's interesting is this system may be such a slow mover. Watch as I advance through time. Beyond Saturday, we go all the way to late Saturday, and that low is still discernible per the European computer model up near the Arklatex. Let's keep on going. Pretty interesting to be able to see such a compact little system still on the maps, even on into Sunday, as it basically kind of gets stalled out, bringing at least a little bit of heavier rain. But by Sunday, by the way, we are going to be in the thick of the hot weather. Back to triple digits. Okay, so that's the European computer model. Should the current rendition of it pan out, then we would basically see not a lot in the way of rainfall. But I put in a 30% rain chance. Okay, now let's look at solution number 2. This is the GFS computer model. The area of low pressure is less defined in the GFS computer model. And whoops, we went way past there. Let's swing on back here, y'all. Okay, we got to go all the way back to Thursday where it's the system in question. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start it back on Wednesday and then kind of work our way through. Well, it's starting on Monday, whatever. So basically, we're watching for development, and if you can kind of surmise, there might be a little spin kind of in the northwest Gulf of Mexico around tomorrow afternoon. Again, we're also watching the stalled front that will waffle its way back to the north by Wednesday. And then you can see that the low here is a little bit farther to the west, like right around here. Whoopsie, I went too far. Come on back, low pressure. A little bit closer like here, for instance, by about midday on Wednesday. Note Wednesday will be a mainly dry day for us, the way things are looking. Then as we advance through time, we make our way through Wednesday night, and you can see that that low is getting a little closer to the coastline. It's still not nearly as strong as the other one, but you can see there are some higher rainfall returns. And then Thursday into Friday, you may have seen a brief pickup in the intensity of the rainfall on the east side of Austin. And I'll tell you, by the time we get to Friday, like midnight Thursday night into Friday, per this computer model, I mean, it's hard to even discern where an area of low pressure would be. It's not very well defined, but there are still some areas of rainfall. Then as we head through the rest of your Friday, the rain basically pivots back around through North Texas on into Saturday as well, and then kind of meanders for a while. So should this solution pan out, there may even be a possibility of a shower lingering on into Sunday, but the overall rainfall totals, don't look all that impressive. So anyway, I wanted to show you kind of what the scenarios are. 1.5, Bob says. Thank you. I was like, what are you saying? So you want something in the middle. Something in the middle to give you rain. So anyway, basically looking at these two computer models, there's nothing set in stone, and my confidence is not all that high. The Weather Prediction Center, it may be because we're past midnight, something tells me this might not plot. But in general, the Weather Prediction Center was leaning toward the heaviest rainfall totals to the east. So even though it didn't show anything, trust me, there will be at least some rain, favoring, I believe, our easternmost communities, while areas farther west in the hill country, depending on how this all plays out, we'll probably see the least of the rain. Keeping in mind, the hill country is who needs the rain the most, because that's where the drought is the worst, areas of exceptional drought. But any rain is good news. Also, any temperatures below triple digits will be good news. And I've got 90s in your forecast Tuesday through Saturday. We bump it back to 100 by Sunday and up to 101 as we celebrate July 4th. Kevin, how you doing? Good evening. The boys, I presume, are doing well. I have not seen them since I left for work earlier today. All right, you guys are all caught up. Thanks as always for checking in, and yay for rain. As always, you can check in on your forecast at cbsaustin.com/weather, and there you go, 71 degrees. Showers and storms still possible here and there. Avery Tomaska has your latest forecast update bright and early in the morning. 4:30 a.m. is when they start. Take care, you guys. Have a good night.